Well, good afternoon guys, it's Sunday the 6th today. As promised, we're out again, and as promised I'm back down here. New stretch I haven't visited before. It was supposed to be cloudy today, but as you can probably see up there and from the shadows, there's barely a cloud in the sky, unfortunately. And that's making it really difficult because the sun is on my back, so it's everywhere I go, it's casting a shadow on my back pretty much. But never mind, we can't do anything about that till it sets, but you know, a couple of hours off that yet. So what I've done is I've wandered perhaps 3/4 of a mile, I should think, half a mile, 3/4 of a mile, and baited up a few spots of this stretch. As I say, it's the first time I've walked it. Now, it's a bit different to the last stretch. It's a lot wilder. It doesn't seem to get fished, certainly doesn't get match fished. The club secretary told me that, the membership secretary. And it clearly gets fished occasionally by people doing a similar thing to me, because there's sort of a little walkway through the grass and there's various places where you can see people got down to the river. But I don't think it's been fished. Certainly a lot of these pegs haven't been fished very recently, because I'm having to sort of break down sort of these things, dead stinging nettles, just to, you know, enough to poke a rod through. So I don't think it gets fished very often at all. Just an aeroplane going over. So that being that, I haven't seen it. I picked, as I say, half a dozen swims perhaps, which is enough for the 3 hours I'm going to be here. I think we'll fish till 5. We'll fish just into dark. Probably not too much later than that. It's very mild today as well. It's up to 10 degrees. So I thought would be good. However, I've been chatting to a few people on Instagram, and I was chatting to Mick, my Xander fishing friend, who went out with his feeder rod today, and he's really struggled on the Avon. He said there was a match there as well near where he was, and they were really struggling. And as I say, chatting to various people on Instagram this morning, and they seem to be struggling as well. I thought the warm weather would have done some good, but doesn't seem like it has. However, you know, I've come out, so you know, we'll see what we can do really. The first swim I've dropped into is actually on a bend. The river is flowing left to right, and it's on a bend, and it's come back round over my shoulder there. So bizarrely, the water's not being thrown to the other side like it normally would be, because there's a lot of reeds in the water on the far side upstream. So there's like a big slack on the far side, and then there's a tree in the water just round the corner here, which you can't see. I don't really want to take the camera too far down and create loads of disturbance, because obviously it's quite intimate fishing this. So what I'm going to do is get same gear as fished with last time. I've got my pin, my Shimano AX mini feeder rod. I'm on a link ledger, and all I've got with me is bread, lobworms. I have got some maggots, but I'm not planning on using them particularly, and some cheese paste. Anyway, enough of my talking. As I say, it's 2 o'clock now. We've got about 3 hours, so I'm going to get down here as quietly as I can, and we'll see what we can do. Oh, we're into something. It's a chub. Fab. Well, it's great. Third swim in. It didn't take very long at all. Tried a lobworm for a couple of minutes, nothing. Put a bit of bread in and followed it with a bit of bread flake on the hook. It's no monster, is it? A great start. Those colours in the evening sunlight, fantastic. That's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Fin perfect too. That's great. Well, I think he's probably trashed this swim, but we'll give it another 5 or 10 minutes and then I'll move sort of 20 metres downstream to where I put a bit of bait in earlier, because I didn't actually bait the swim earlier. Fab. Well guys, unfortunately not another bite, not another knock, nothing at all. Would have thought this mild day would have spurred them on, but it seems to have had the opposite effect. That's fishing for you, isn't it? I thought I'd make this anyway, just to show you that it's not all catching, and sometimes it's hard work, and sometimes for little reward. But we had that beautiful chub earlier, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. That's fantastic. So I think being Sunday now, next time I'll be out will probably be next weekend. Not sure exactly doing what, so have a think in the week and suss out the weather. But all there is left to do is to say thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your own angling, I hope you enjoyed the video despite there being only one fish, and I'll see you again next weekend.